In 1977, Buddhist monk and scholar Geshe Kelsang Gyatso accepted an invitation to teach at Manjushri Kadampa Meditation Center in England. Over the next 4 decades, he founded the new Kadampa tradition, established more than 1,300 centers around the world, trained hundreds of qualified teachers, and created the International Temples Project, with the aim to build a temple for world peace in every major city in the world, including Atlanta, Georgia.
A request was made to Geshe Kelsang Gyatso, the founder of our tradition, for a center to open in Atlanta by 2 people. And Geshe granted that request and sent again Losang to be the resident teacher, and Becky Gauthier and Michelle Gauthier helped him to start the center here in Atlanta.
Rameshwari Buddhist Center first opened its doors in 1998.
First GP was 4th of November 1998, just for the record. I was there.
It was very humble beginnings. Yes, our first center was in Buckhead, and in our FP class there was only 2 students. I was one of them. And so I'm happy to hear that it's grown.
First empowerment was a tower empowerment in the fall of 98 in the basement. I think there's about 12 people in a friends meeting house, Decatur. That's where we used to do the GP.
The first throne was, we took a chair, like what kind of chair? Like a upholstered chair, and we flipped it over and we stacked bricks up and we put a board over it, and that was our first throne. And the first teacher table, I was very proud of myself. I took a cardboard box and I wrapped it in yellow tissue paper. So things are very different now.
The early community of Kadampas in Atlanta, we had so much fun. We were operating on a shoestring. We were out of apartments or houses. We would all pitch in and help wherever we could.
In 2001, Rameshwari's spiritual community, or Sangha, under the direction of its new resident teacher, Gen Kelsang Mandrub, undertook extensive renovations of a loft space in the Kirkwood neighborhood. This became Atlanta's main Kadampa center. The 3 Kadampa study programs soon flourished.
How is it that you can engage people here in the Atlanta area, because that's where we are?
Yes.
And you engage them through Buddhism?
Essentially, it has always addressed something that is very dear to everyone, no matter what culture, and that is our happiness. Mm-hmm. It's all about how to help others gain happiness in their lives by understanding what are the causes of happiness and understanding also what are the causes of their problems, their pains. So I think that transgresses all cultures and all time, and that's why I think it's still, to this day, quite popular.
Once a year, the community gathered for a special in-depth meditation retreat in the North Georgia mountains, a tradition that continues to this day. In 2004, Rameshwari Center expanded its footprint to include a northern branch in Sandy Springs. It soon became Rameshwari's main location, prompted by the opening of the World Peace Cafe in 2007. Inspired to create a place of service that was accessible to the general public, Rameshwari's community developed, built, and opened the World Peace Cafe. The delicious, all-vegetarian menu and friendly service from kind volunteers quickly became a success. Two years later, in 2009, the International Temples Project and Rameshwari Center purchased and renovated a former bed and breakfast located a short distance from the World Peace Cafe. Rameshwari Center then became Kadampa Meditation Center Georgia. For the next 8 years, Kadampa Meditation Center Georgia became a place of refuge for the Kadampa spiritual community throughout the Southeast. hosting regional gatherings like the Southern Dharma Celebration and community fundraisers like the Walk for World Peace and the Good Karma Bolarama. In 2016, long-held prayers for an in-city temple were finally fulfilled. Geshe Kelsang Gyatso and the International Temples Project blessed our community with the gift of an in-city temple in Inman Park. The Sangha community quickly set to transform an automotive garage dating back to 1938.
We're going out to put the publicity everywhere so that people can find out about the center. Yay!
The vintage brick building once housed the AAA electric motor service. The new Kadampa Meditation Center Georgia in Inman Park opened its doors in January 2019. Since then, thousands of people have gathered in a warm and welcoming space to listen to Dharma teachings, study, meditate, and connect with the spiritual community.
The Sangha has meant everything to me. We've progressed through this path together, helping each other, encouraging each other, laughing and crying with each other.
Everyone is welcome to this place of refuge, a space dedicated to the nurturing of our spiritual lives.
When Genla Dekyong, our worldwide spiritual director, last summer asked, what does being spiritual mean? I loved her definition. She said it's thinking beyond the end of this life. And there's so many ramifications in that simple little 6-word sentence. And that's what I do now.
Our in-city Kadampa temple is sustained by the unwavering care and love of a devoted group of volunteers, managers, residents, and the kindness of former resident teachers, Losang, Gen Talopa, Gen Mandrub, Kelsang Chenma, Gen Norden, and our newly appointed resident teacher, Kelsang Detchok. Throughout 25 years of development in the Southeast, Kadampa Meditation Center Georgia has been inseparable from the greater Kadampa international community.
Oh, I love the international festivals. I was able to attend 18 festivals at Manjushri Center, our mother center. For many years I was able to hear Geshe teaching in person. As Geshe used to call it, spiritual holiday, and it's exactly what it was for me. And I used to mark my years from summer festival to summer festival.
Together, we have traveled to festivals and retreats around the globe. We have received a treasury of inspiring Dharma teachings while making new friends and reconnecting with old ones.
We've learned to rejoice in our Sangha, the ones who have left, the ones who are here, the ones who are yet to come. Change will always happen, and yet we learn how to rejoice in that change and how to flourish within that change.
What will the next 25 years bring?
So it'd be great if we have 50-year anniversary, 75-year anniversary, 100-year anniversary. So it's for future generations.
Where I would like to see the center is that our current beautiful center here in Inman Park would become the inner city branch, and that we have a qualified temple someplace out a little further out of the city.
International Kadampa Retreat Center in the Georgia mountains for all of us.
In a visit to Atlanta, Genla Dekyong made this prediction.
Let's just focus a second on this painting and tell us what its meaning is and why you would have it in such a prominent position.
Very good, yes, good question. Okay, so this is a gift that has been given to us by the spiritual director of our tradition, Geshe Kelsang Gyatso Rinpoche. And it's also very significant because it's large in its size. So a special person in our tradition came here. She is one of the what's called like the heart disciples of Geshe Kelsang. She came here and she said, That's interesting. He gave you such a big picture of our Dharma protector. A big picture. She says it's very auspicious. I think that means that this is going to become a very big center in helping people.
We dedicate all our community's virtuous activities of the last 25 years so there may be peace in our world and so that all living beings may find the causes of happiness and a meaningful life.
Wanted to say that thank you for you for your hard work and doing wonderful job that you have done here. And I was very appreciated in your dedication, I understood you came here to help, Without receiving help from people, it is impossible, My imagination just remain as imagination. Because you helped, so now it looks like reality, truth. According to common appearance, now imagination becomes realist, because you helped me.
Here's to the next 25 years.
Who am I?
Take
Who am I? I'm nobody.
That's gonna go in the bloopers.
Are you recording already?
We're gonna have a bloopers video. Who's gonna be the bloopers video?
I'll be the blooper.